I know how it goes, alright.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's MCLegoboy here with 70827 Ultrakitty and Warrior Lucy 348 pieces of a Lego Movie 2 set. And I got this specifically because Unikitty is my favorite character. And there's like an Ultra version of her, and that's just fantastic. So, you know, there's really nothing else to say. It looks awesome. Just want to get this out of the way. I'm disappointed that it's not actual Duplo. I get it. I get why it's not actual Duplo. But I was kind of hoping that we'd be able to get not only Duplo and System, but also Duplo System and the Friends stuff all together in one set, and it's not ever going to happen, unfortunately. So, but again, I'm recording this on December 26th. I have no idea what the plot of this movie is, so, you know. That's pretty freaky looking. But yeah, there's not really anything to really say about it. I just need to shut up, build it, and then we'll review it, and you can deal with my ramblings for as long as you can stand, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to fill dead air. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's review it. Alright, so here we are with the set built, and we'll start going over minifigures. So actually, the first minifigure that you build is Lucy, or Wild Style, whatever she's going with these days. And I'm not doing this right because I really should get my other Wild Style figure. Alright, I'm back with Wild Style from the first Lego movie, and a lot is different. Sleeves basically the same, although the printing is more scuffed up, almost like the Lego printing has gotten all scuffed up, which is great. And I guess this is more of like her t-shirt or something like that instead of a jacket. We've got these great dual molded legs. So they're dark brown on top with black boots. Looks awesome. Even got some nice printing on the side here. Stupid camera. So that's pretty neat. Her head, she's got two faces. There is a smile, and then there's super angry. And her new hairpiece has these goggles added to them. Hair's kind of covering her face. She's got this neat looking scarf and hood combo that is able to have the arrows behind it. The one thing I wish, though, is that instead of it being round underneath, there'd be a square cut out underneath, so that you can kind of put any sort of neck bracket piece in there that you wanted, if it was able to fit. So that's really the only thing there. Let's get that back on. She had this stop sign, which is kind of new, and it's printed with never stop. And then we've got this great gunmetal color crossbow. The other minifigure is Emmet. He is mostly unchanged, and if you saw that first trailer for him, or for the movie, he is like the only person that hasn't changed. And really the only noticeable differences is that the printing on him has gotten all scratched up. And he's got a very happy face and a terrified face. So, works for him. We've got our Duplo Monster. And I'm a little disappointed that the Duplo Monster isn't made out of actual Duplo. I mean, I don't know how you'd necessarily do this hinge function, but I was really hoping that it would actually be Duplo, because I don't think they've ever put Duplo and System together. And that's a big, that's a big part of this movie, and is a big part of the end of the last movie, that Duplo has now invaded. So, but kind of cool that it can stay open, but it's like frictioned, but not so frictioned, because they've got a gray pin here, got a black pin there. As you saw earlier, I was messing around with the eye. Not complaining about the 4 per side of that piece, the little brick thing, but there is a 1x4 version of that same shape, and you know, not that it needs to be done, but it might have looked a little more clean and more Duplo, because they're using some just regular 2x4 bricks in here as well. So yeah, can't close it all the way, but actually no, you can't do that either. You can't even take the studs off of there, because then you've still got the jumper tiles in there that would get in the way, keep it from closing. Also, same thing with that. So, but cool, whatever. There you go, Duplo Monster. And we're going to talk about extra pieces for the moment. We're going to save Ultrakitty for the end, but I'm surprised that we actually got some duplicate extra pieces, because they haven't been doing that lately. If you saw my review of the pop-up book, I mentioned that even though some pieces occur more than once in a bag, this had 3 bags in it, that any extra piece that you would normally get an extra piece for the whole set, or any bag that came in it, you'd get 1 extra.
We get it! Move on!
Of any piece that would normally get an extra piece. Now you only get the 1 extra piece for the whole set, not for each bag that it was in. But amazingly, we have 2 cheese slopes and 2 brown spikes. Some of the bigger brown spikes. Then we're going to talk about stickers for a second. I didn't put the stickers on because they're kind of innocuous. They really don't affect the set all that much. Although I do really like this one with the Unikitty symbol on it. So that's pretty great. And I guess now it's time to talk about Ultrakitty. Let's get everything out of the way. Let's kind of get all distractions out of the way. We'll even move the instructions over. No, like out of the frame. So Ultrakitty is really cool. A lot of posability. Great little range of motion for the head. There's a bit of waist movement, so you can kind of get that back arched. The shoulders and hips are on ball joints. The elbows and knees are on click joints. And same with the wrists and ankles, I guess. I don't know what you really call them on quadrupeds. Like, I guess it would just be front and back, but, you know, whatever. Lots of spikes, man. Look at all these spikes. Those also move up and down. This was a great feature in here. They've got some wheels, some skateboard type wheels, except they're more like just the push cart type. Very loose, but you can move it out, move the hip out, and it has that great little motion to it. Keeps it always laying on the shoulder, never sticking up afterward. The tail is all ball joints, so pretty cool. Great little use of the new 1x2 rounded pieces, and then add in those spikes in there. Got what, 10 of those? Because there's 6 up front and there's 4 on the body. Sorry, I just hit you guys with the camera. Or in the face. My hand hit the camera, whatever. Some of these guys, that's pretty cool. A lot of good recolors in here. And then you do have the printed parts. And I love that these are printed, so would make great cars for anybody that wants to add some flame detail to a car, or perhaps a pod racer. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever really want to add flames to a pod racer, but you know, pretty cool. And then I guess that's really all there is to say about that. Well, there were a few more pieces that I wanted to talk about, and that would be the new 1x1 bracket pieces. You also get the ones that go up in dark gray. These go down and they're all in dark orange. You get a 4, maybe a little bit more than that, like 7, something like that. I don't remember. Let's look at the back of the instructions. Everybody look for that one piece. You get 5 of them. Okay. But the reason why I just took off Unikitty's head is because you do get a few great jumper tiles in here. Those great new jumper tiles. And unfortunately, you kind of have to take her whole head apart. But she does come with a few different expressions. So even though this is like Super Rage Unikitty all the time, kind of similar to the Hulk in Thor Ragnarok, she does still have some happy emotions, good emotions. Ooh, oh, that's really on there. All right. But we also have Super Rage. So that's pretty fun. But personally, I kind of prefer the regular face that they use. This one's a good one. And I like this idea that she becomes this giant monster when she wants. Kind of better than the bigger flat version of her when she's angry. I mean, this one's from the Unikitty show. This is the only angry kitty I've got. But like, you know, you keep the same body, but the head gets big. I like this one more, kind of more like a cat. If anything, I'm wondering then, it's like, all right, well, outside of the unicorn horn, where are the horse proportions on her? I don't know. I kind of prefer this more predator thing, but perhaps maybe they should have gone more like with a hippogriff and made these legs a little more different and had them be more like horses' legs. I don't know. But still looks great. I really like it. And I like that somebody can be on her back just riding this massive Hulk version of Unikitty. And I also love that there is a small version of her that will be in Emmet's dream house. I kind of want that specifically only for Unikitty. Also, it's a house that turns into a spaceship. Also, I need yellow parts for something that I've been building for a while and I keep neglecting, so. But that is really all there is to Ultrakitty. As much as I like her, there's also a lot of good parts, and I'm probably going to take her apart. Oh, you know what I didn't talk about? I didn't talk about this great new 1x5x2 brick. I wonder how often we'll be seeing this used, because these are only printed on one side. And actually, I could have seen them having 4 faces and just printing front and back on these, but since they elected to only keep one side printed, you now have this nice blank side to work with. So I wonder if we'll ever get regular 1x5s, or if they'll always be 1x5x2s. And I think it is also pretty cool that they've opted for this style of a bottom to the piece, because now you can attach things off by a bit. Here we go. So you can connect things either with the studs, like along the studs, or not along the studs. So, pretty cool. But that is all I have to say about set 70827. Ultrakitty and Warrior Lucy. See you guys.